Joe Polish at Dean Jackson's infamous Evil Scheme Hatchery.
There we go.
Here's Dean, and he's actually going to share what, a productivity tip, right?
Yeah, well, Joe was asking me about, one of the top productivity things. We were talking about the 50-minute Focus Finder video, and
which is on ilovemarketing.com, by the way, if you want to see the whole video.
Right, there you go. And so I was saying to Joe, the biggest thing about coming into a room like this, the biggest obstacle for most people when they're getting something done is that they don't know exactly what they're going to get done. They've got these general ideas of all kinds of things. And I was saying how when you're playing golf, how we talked about an optimal environment. And part of that optimal environment for a golf course is that the holes are all laid out in order for you. You start right here and you go and you do the first hole, and then you move on and you do the second hole, and then it may go down here over to the third hole and wrap its way around. But when you start out on a hole, you finish that hole before jumping to the next hole. Like, you don't start out on the first hole, hit your drive down here, and then say, oh, you know what, I really like hole number 4, so let's jump over here to hole number 4. You go through each hole in order, and the holes represent the things, the list of things that you've already decided when you did your first 50-minute Focus Finder, and you got all of those ideas, all of those things that you wanted to work on those yellow pads, that those are the things that you're going to spend the time working on, and they're already prioritized. And we know from watching the video that multitasking doesn't work, so the very best thing you can do is pick the most important thing, the thing that's going to be the one that will get you the most result, the most value for completing it, and make that your highest priority. Start on that hole and finish it, and then move on to the second hole and on to the third hole. If you just keep that kind of mindset, that kind of helps you think through wrapping your mind around focusing on one thing at a time.
Awesome. So that's an ilovemarketing.com productivity tip for the day.
There we go.
Go listen to our podcast and stay productive and make money.